Hi, hello, Milagros.
Hi.
Thank you for checking in from Vienna. I understand your film The Currents is invited at the Biennale at the moment. It had its world premiere at the Toronto Film Festival in September and went on to have its European premiere in official competition at the San Sebastian Film Festival in Spain. And in Cork International Film Festival, it is in our Momentum strand, and it's one of the 12 films eligible for the Audentia Award, which CIFF hosts this year, an award organized by European institution Eurimage to support female directors. And so I'm really happy to be speaking with you today. Very happy to have your film at the festival. Beautiful film. Thank you for making the time today.
Me dieron un premio. Todos me aplaudían. Huí de ahí como pude. Me fui perdiendo por las callecitas. Me dejé llevar.
La premiada.
Thank you for inviting the movie. And yes, and I will try to do this conversation in English. It's not so good, my English, so sorry for the audience.
All right.
If they don't understand everything.
Relaxed conversation, and if you're missing a word, we can look for it together.
Okay.
It's not a problem. Yeah, and I'm here with my own accent as well. It's all good. So yeah, you're currently promoting this film, and I wanted to actually start with some comments about your practice, your profession. Curious to hear what's your favorite phase in the making of the film. If it's what comes before, the writing, finding the idea. If you get a kick out of finding the right actors, do you love the shooting phase, or is it more pleasant for you once the film exists and you can present it and discuss it and also receive people's impressions about it? How do you go through all these phases?
Mm-hmm. I feel that's the moment that I more enjoy. It's the moment when the script is finished, when you start to work, but not the official pre-production, but this moment in between. When you look for the actors, when you met, you start to make meetings with the DOP, the art department, the costume department, because it's the moment where everything is possible in a way now. And it's very nice to work with other people now and try to figure out what is the best way. For example, for the casting, after the casting, we work a lot with the actors, and it was very nice because we work with different coach from acting, and they have different approach. It's like kind of they are not really coach. They are more they come from the theater. They are more like masters. Yes, in Argentina you call maestros.
Yeah.
Have their own way to see to work with actors, and it was very interesting. With one, it was very work very introspective, but that I made myself, and from this kind of exercise, I figure out some stuff of visual stuff of the movie, feelings. You can, you put a little bit in the character, and you start to have feelings of I don't know, in the house of the mother. For me, it was always cold, always the materials. It's funny because you go for something from acting, but you go out of the session with a lot of feelings of what yes, from the light, for the art department. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, that's one of the questions I had was around, you're talking about materials, was all around your film has very strong identity in terms of shapes that you take time to observe, the choice of colors, and do I understand well that this starts to take shape in rehearsal then, and this is it's not something that comes up on a shooting, and yeah. Is it trying with all your collaborators, including the actors, that you come up with these ideas?
Yes, depends. Some ideas come from this kind of session with this coach, theater coach, and like I don't know but it's more sensorial, no feelings, no, and more precise with the house of the mother, for example. But after, it was some ideas to give to the movie some some location more atemporales.
Yes.
That they are a little bit suspended in the time. You don't know. It could be now in 2025, but it could be also in, I don't know, in 90.
Yeah.
1970. I mean, it's this kind of location and this woman that they look a little bit suspended in the time, no? That I like this idea to give kind of nostalgia, I think, no? In the yeah, I think it was all the time thinking the movie. It was all the time thinking what Lina is looking, no, what Lina is feeling. And this, it starts knowing very, very well the character, because if we take a time of her life in the only you take this period, this very special period in her life, but I write a lot about the character. I know everything about her childhood, how she met the husband, how she was the relationship with the mother, when she left the house of the mother. I got a lot of information, and I know the character very well. So this make easier to think a little bit the mise en scène. No?
Yeah, I suppose also very welcome for the actors to have all this background.
Yeah, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. To give, depends. Some actors like to have a lot of information in this, but it helps a lot to after you can play, I don't know, from very small action, like, okay, now you take your hair and you do this. Now give it's help to found the character. For example, with the actress, we start to work a lot with the voice. Voice, because she's from Mendoza, that it's far away from Buenos Aires, and people there have quite an accent different. And she live in Paris from 16 years old. She lived there, so she have kind of mixed accent, very strange. So it was interesting because we was forced to start to work with the voice. Not the accent first, but after the level, go to the down, go more high, and in between you have so many levels in the voice to work with, but also how you breathe when you are in kind of situation. It's so sometimes where people and they Now you can, so thinking in how take out the words or the voice when this kind of breathing. So it was interesting to start to work with the actress with the voice.
It's interesting to me because I had a very strong impression that of physical sensations. Sometimes in this film you have music that make us think of Vertigo, the film, and there is a dizziness. I felt a physical dizziness that Catalina experiences. And this sort of with these visions she has of it's not only a vision when she jumps from a bridge, but also imagining her colleague jump from the balcony. There is this physical tension that you manage to express and to transmit to the viewer, which I understand has something to do with her need to escape, I suppose.
Yes, it's. I think it's the most difficult of the movie. It was a little bit like to find like kind of equilibrio, no? Between balance, yes, between what she's doing, no, because she's a person that she's doing a lot in her life now, and what happened inside her, and how both combine. Now she's in a place, and she just the noise of the city and this kind of construction in the street, and from there she just imagine or saw. We don't know really if these two women really crossed the street. Or perhaps yes, and I think this try to be always with Lina, and try to see also where she put her eyes now, and make that helps after to be more with her and more with this kind of physical way, no, because the idea it was that she's not always like because sometimes you feel in a person that she's perhaps it in kind of moment of her life that she can be really with not too much energy, but we tried all the opposite, that she's moving and how she walk, and she go fast, she take, and she's never too much like, when you are that you don't want to wake up in a way. So yes, I think this helped to, I don't know if I answer the question, but I feel that the music also, the music of the movie, there are two music very important, and one actually it's from 1960, and it was a music that they Morton Feldman made for a movie. So perhaps it is that sometimes like kind of remember Hitchcock, because it was kind of period or this kind of music. It's from another movie. So yes, perhaps this remember a little bit Vertigo.
Quedaría definir los accesorios.
Ok.
¿Qué pensás?
Sí, no sé. Me he imaginado algo distinto. No toques. Tengo el pelo sucio.
Mamá, ¿puede venir?
¿Y eso?
No mires.
¿Dónde andás?
Nada, colgada.
it does feel like you did answer the question, because it does feel like you worked these effects. You knew what you were doing, and I suppose what impact it could have on us. And this physicality is quite rare. This impression of dizziness that I was mentioning, kind of like when you look at this stream and there's little whirlpools in it. It's quite a bit of a magic trick that you operated there. It's really special. Since we're talking about Vertigo, with the lead female character in Vertigo, she tries to change lives, and in the end she's recognized. She couldn't really change lives. I'm not sure if you have an opinion of if it's possible to really slam the door on your past, which is what I suppose Catalina was trying to do when she went from being Cata to Lina.
To Lina. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's complicated. I mean, Lina, of course, in a moment she leave her house and she reinvent a little bit. She have to forget a lot of things, and she enter in a world when the appearance is very important. No, the world of the husband, the society, the levels, yes, she enters a little bit to the world of the husband, but her work, it's also with appearance. So in a way, it's easy for her, I feel, because she's a very strong woman in a way. But I think it's very difficult when you don't belong from a place, be completely okay. No, and I feel that Lina, she tried to forget her past, but in a moment, yes, when she's in Geneva, far away of everything, of every person, when I feel it's that's, and when she can relax a little bit and she don't have all the quotidian schedule of her life, something happens now, like the body talk for her.
You open yourself to, yeah.
Yes, and yes, and because of this situation, because the body have memory in a way, no, she have to confront the situation, but she doesn't want. I feel during all the movie, she really have very difficulties to confront her real problem. No, that it's come from the house of the mother, probably. It's not only, of course, she have a problem to resolve about with the water, how to this kind of hydrophobia who start to appear in her life. But I feel that she managed quite well all this kind of situation. But of course, she have very difficulties to go deeper, no, in herself.
Do you think that there's even this idea that her path in life was predetermined by her childhood?
Sorry?
Do you think there's even this idea that your path in life is kind of predetermined by your childhood?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I feel. Yes, I mean, Lina grew up probably with a mother with so many talk and very extreme situation now that I feel the mother need to have the control of everything, but not means that it's not love there. But I feel that when you are a teenager, it's start to be very, very complicated to deal with this. And I think Lina, it's she need to go far away to survive. No, But yes, I think it's very determinate, your childhood, and it make if the fragility of the person in general, and if you grow up in an ambient not so appropriate, I feel it's make that you are very fragile, and you are very it's easier to be, yes, to deal with some question. The emotional intelligence have some, it's more difficult.
It's interesting how you said that we're talking about sort of a form of abusive and controlling behavior from the mother is not incompatible with love, and the husband is kind of the same. Of course, there is love, but there is also a form of control. I thought you were very subtly, you showed by even sometimes a gesture you don't really lean on, you don't rub it in, but you show this reminiscence of 20th century patriarchy there in that relationship, in that family that she entered by choice as an adult, but it's another form of domination, even if she's a working woman, even if she's successful in her profession. But am I reading this wrong? And what did the actor Esteban Biliardi think about this character of his?
I don't know what he really think about this character. With him, we talk a lot about the approach. Now, for the acting, it was really like kind of men that they have kind of stature, and that everything that he touch, it's like, look, I touched this, it's mine. No, no, it's the wall. He put the hand in the wall, and it's my house, my wall. I built
Man of
it.
the house.
And, this kind of. Now we try to work a little bit in this sense. Now, with him, yeah, I think in this relationship, it's a lot of love. I think the husband, in a way, he like that Lina is quite a mysterious woman. But in other way, it's kind of, this beautiful woman. It's my wife, and I like to have her close to me, but not so much problem. So it's for this that perhaps he don't want to. He don't want to ask too much, to know too much. It's kind of protection, no, of this kind of couple. They look so nice together. Yes, I think it's. But what I feel that for Lina, and Lina really don't want that the husband know what happens to her, because I feel that she don't want that the husband look at her like something fragile, or she don't want to have the look of the husband like that. Perhaps he can see her mother, for example. So for me, it's they both a little bit being in appearance that it's there. Okay, we play that we are fine. We can they can confront the real problem, but it's kind of protection, I feel, for each other and for the family.
Mm-hmm. This is it's fantastic to hear this context. I feel like it's a film that one can watch a number of times and find all these layers that you put there. So it's interesting to me also to hear you on preparation and how this was not all on the page. It's something that you conceive a whole world, characters that have depth, and that there's meaning in all of this, in all of these relationships. It's a whole world that you created very successfully, in my opinion.
Yes, but for me it's important to know a lot, but after it's not means that you will put everything or everything must to be so evident. No, I mean for me the film it was, of course it's not a thriller, psychological thriller, a trailer. You say trailer? Yeah.
Thriller, yeah.
Yes. But it's something of, for me, it was important of the rhythm of the movie, and we don't know what happens next, not to have this kind of tension that, okay, and now what she do, where she go. And I like this idea that, and now we are in kind of virtual reality. What now to play with this, and for this that it was we found a little bit in the editing. It was this idea was there, but not to stay too much in the scene now and have the time to present everything. Everything is there, but of course the spectator have to work a little bit.
Absolutely. I didn't mean to say that there's explanations for the film, absolutely, because the subconscious and the instincts are very important, but and it's also for us to continue the projection, to continue the scene, to continue the frame. You know, it's a wonderful experience as a spectator. Thank you very much. Last question. It's so zooming out a bit. So it's a Argentinian Swiss production. The people in power in Argentina at the moment, they're not too friendly with the cultural industry and the artistic the idea of art and intelligence, even, let's say. How do you make a film in this context? How are things?
Yes, I mean, this movie, it's a co-production Swiss-Argentinian because I'm Swiss too. I grew up in Switzerland and my family lived there, and my grandfather come from Switzerland to Argentina, and it's kind of immigration from a country to another. So of course it's very important because you have the support of Swiss Film Commission, etc. But in Argentina, this movie made with the administration before this new government. But the difficulty was that we had all the budget, everything was very nice, and okay, we are good, we will shoot this movie with all this day, all this week, so nice. But in the moment when Milei come to the government, after 2 months, it was 200 of inflation, so the price go. So we have to reset all the budget because everything was so expensive, and this it make kind of difficulty, of course. And of course they are killing an industry. I mean, it's so many people working in Argentina in the cinema industry, and a lot of people go to Spain, to Uruguay, to Mexico to find work because in Argentina it's not enough because they cut a lot. So it's make very difficult.
There's an exodus going on, and we're having, you're saying, a sort of last wave of films financed before Milei.
Yes, this in the moment that we was shooting, I think it was the only shooting in all the country.
Wow. Okay.
And last year they don't produce for 1 year. They don't give money for any movie. So now I feel they are the last movies from the administration before this government. But now they are doing yes, there are some film, but it's reduced, like 100 movie per year. It was released in Argentina, and now it's 10 perhaps or less.
Yeah, you don't see the effects of policies right away. Listen, I hope good luck with this, and no, but then enjoy your run with this film and the conversations with the audiences, and no, congratulations again. We're really happy to have the film at the festival, and we shall represent it well and with all the love we have for it. Thank you very much for your time today, Milagros.
No, thank you very much. Bye.